Hey, welcome back to Kava Shot. I'm Vern. Today I'm going to show you how to make micronized kava. My favorite way to make it to get the most power out of it. So today we're going to need your favorite kava, measuring spoon. I like to use a scale because I always like to use the exact grams that I like, and then I can up it or down it depending on the feeling I like. A cup for water. A shaker bottle. You can use any type of shaker bottle. I like using the small one. It also tells me how much water I put in there. And then you'll need some hot water. You'll also need, you can use a barbecue temper to take the temperature of the water. I like to, when I'm using micronized, I like to use water around between 130 and 140 degrees. Going over 140 degrees, you start breaking down the kava lactones if you leave it sitting in the water for a long time. And if you use boiling water, you'll actually cook the starches in the kava, which will make it a really thick drink. And at 212, you're definitely going to start degrading the kava lactones. So with that, the first thing I like to do is I like to measure out my kava. So let me turn on my scale. Zero it out, and I have my emergency bag because I'm getting really low on 250 grams. And today we're using Tui Kava, which is one of my favorite kavas. And I am going to use, I think I'm going to do 10 grams today. So that's 7, 8, whoops, 9.9, 10.1. So pretty close. Now what I like to do is I like to put a little cold water in my cup first, and then I'll add the hot water, and I'll take the temperature of it. I pretty much know how much water I need to add, so I just heated this water up. And okay, it's right at 141, so I'm going to cool it down a bit. There we go. Now I am at 138 degrees. So, perfect. I'll fill up my container to 200 milliliters. Put the cover on, and then you want to really shake this vigorously. So shaking it vigorously in the hot water will help release the kava lactones, which are trapped in the oils in the microfibers, since it's micronized. And I find this works really well. I've also tried this using regular pounded, but the micronized seems to release a lot more oils. I will also generally let this sit for a couple minutes so that the fibers get really wet and the oils start releasing. So you can see there's my kava all made. I'll generally let it sit for a couple minutes, and then I will shake it again, and then it's ready to drink. So we've let it sit for 4 minutes. Again, I'm going to give it some more shaking, release more of those oils out of the kava fibers. And now, if you wanted to sweeten it, depending on the kava that I'm drinking, sometimes I'll actually sweeten it, and I'll actually use stevia. Right? Stevia is probably the safest sweetener that you can actually use, and it works really well. It's plant-based. So sometimes I'll put in a little pack of stevia, but I don't really need it today. I actually like the taste of kava a lot. And one other thing you can see is that you can see the oils, and I'll show you a picture of this. You can see this. You can see the oils forming on top of the bubbles. Not sure you'll be able to see it in the camera itself. Well, maybe I'll just bring it up there, and maybe you cannot see it. But I'll take a really close photo of that, and then you'll see how much oils actually get released. And you'll find that different kavas release different amounts of oils. Generally, I find the more oils, the stronger the kava. This is actually pretty strong kava, which I really like. I've tested a lot of others. So, bula. The other thing I like to do is I like to swish it around in my mouth. I think you can absorb some of the oils from under your tongue, like you do with a lot of different medicines. And then I drink it down. So with that, have a great day. Cheers.